Hey guys, Caller here with another Pro League commentary, and this is Savior versus Upmagic, played on November 19th, that's yesterday, in a Pro League match between CJ Entus and Team eSTRO. Savior here on the left. Savior, of course, the last game he played was absolutely epic. If you haven't watched it, go check out Savior versus TT. One of the must-see games, I have to say, of 2008. Has to be one of the must-see games. I mean, absolutely great game. He's facing off against Upmagic, the best player on Team eSTRO, which is generally considered the worst Pro League team. However, they are up, I believe, 2-0 at this point. But we'll see what happens here in Game 3 on Raid Assault 2. Raid Assault, of course, I have a map preview in my channel. I think there's good things for both Terran and Zerg on here. Back in the old days, it actually was a little bit Terran biased. Actually, this was an old Pro League map, played a long time ago, and now played again in this Pro League. Savior, looking like he's actually on a little bit of a resurgence. Looks like he's been coming out of his slump a bit. Now, he hasn't been winning, all the games he's been playing. I won't give away some of them that he hasn't won, but certainly he's looking a little bit better than he did, say, before last summer. Before last summer, and these are statistics, actually 13-8 Terran versus Zerg. It's actually a little bit Terran favorite. I actually thought it was going to be a little more even, but anyway, Savior has been doing a little better than he was before. Certainly before, when he went on 8-game losing streaks, and he had to be demoted to the B team. Those were dark days for Savior, but Savior has been winning some nice matchups these days, and looks like he's on the path of recovery from his heroin addiction. Just kidding, from his God knows what happened to him for a few months there. Maybe he got addicted to I don't know, internet poker or something. That seems to happen to a lot of StarCraft players. Anyway, Savior, of course, this is a two-player map. Savior at the 12 o'clock and Upmagic at the 6 o'clock. Upmagic is 49% against Zerg. It's his best matchup. I believe Savior is still somewhere above 60% against Terran. I can go check it right now. But Savior is still just. I gotta make him. I gotta say he's still the favorite here in this matchup. Savior actually is weakest against Terran. He's only 55%. Upmagic is known for being rather creative, and we'll see if he decides to go for a standard sort of build here. Oh, but he is not going to go for a standard build. And the thing is, he knows this is. Savior knows this is here. Savior, meanwhile, has gone for, it looks like, an 11 pool or something, and he knows that now Upmagic's going for a tech build. So this is going to be very interesting. Savior spotted the gas, of course. So Upmagic going for the early tech build, probably going to go for something like, well, actually, I'm not going to say probably anything. It could be the fantasy build once again, the fantasy/boxer build, which of course is fast vultures into Valkyries. That's a fantasy build, actually. Boxer's done variations upon that in his last games. If you check out Boxer versus the Zerg, he's done a variation with Medic Marines and drops. But it looks like, interesting enough, Savior actually choosing not to take his natural expansion. He's going to go Ramp Hatchery here. He went, I believe, 12 pool or 11 pool into Ramp Hatchery and Fast Gas. So he's probably going to go for something like 2-hatch Mutas, and he's probably going to go really old school here. Wow, yeah, we're seeing a very fast layer. And the interesting thing is, both of these players are going for sort of gotcha builds, like, gotcha, like, you didn't see my build, and I'm going to surprise you with either fast mutas or fast vultures or whatnot. But in this two-player map, both players have spotted it, so they know what they're doing, and it's going to be really interesting to see what counters what here in this two rather unorthodox builds. Savior is probably going to put one sunken at that choke point there on his ramp, play it like a 2v2 game actually, and he's going to be completely safe against at least vultures. Should that be what Upmagic's going for? He's going to be completely safe, and Upmagic's probably going to end up having to go to the air here. I don't see him going for any vultures at this point. He's probably going to go for some variation of a Fantasies build, with the Valkyries, or at least 2-port rates or something. It's going to be very interesting, though. Firebite Hero, Firebite Hero. Upmagic's going to really have to come up with something interesting here. I do expect something creative from Upmagic. He's one of the more creative Terrans, and we're seeing an armory here, so we're probably going to see some Valkyries here from Upmagic. Savior's still trying to kill this scouting SCV before he puts down the Spire, but at this point I think Upmagic's sure that Savior's going to be going for fast Spire here. It doesn't make any sense for him to be going for anything else. Okay, second factory going down here from Upmagic. So Upmagic might be going for a Goliath build, actually, not Valkyries. I might be wrong there. So maybe fast Goliaths. Actually, we don't see a starport, so it is more likely to be fast Goliaths that deal with the fast Mutas. Going to be really interesting, though. But the thing is, Savior's going to have map control with the Mutalisks. He can pick up his expansion, and then probably he might tech to some lurkers or something to really just continue denying Upmagic his natural expansion. It's going to be tough for Upmagic to move out with that slow force of Goliaths, and also Mutaling is actually quite effective against Goliaths. So he might not even need he might not even need lurker tech. He might just be able to pick off his expansion off of that. It looks like an upgrade. I think on the video quality it's a little poor here, but I think that's an upgrade going up on the armory too. Upgraded Goliaths, of course, are definitely necessary to deal with large swarms of Mutaling. First Goliath out now for Upmagic. Upmagic, with one Vulture out in the front too, is going to prevent the Zerglings from getting into the action at least. And Savior probably saving up Larva for the first 6 Mutalisks. Going to be a really interesting match here. This is almost playing like a 2v2 with a Zerg versus Terran here on the 2v2. I mean, obviously Terran often go for Goliaths in 2v2 when they're facing like a Terran and Zerg team, but certainly very interesting starts here. Starport also going up for Upmagic. Savior looking very intensely at the screen here, looking tough. I mean, I think this is going to come to Savior's advantage here. I really do. He's going to have the Mutalisks out very soon. There's the Mutalisk, and he's going to pick up his expansion right after he kills off this Vulture. Whereas Upmagic's going to have to worry about defense for quite a while. And there goes the Vulture. Actually, he got 2 hits off on the drone, but looks like that drone survives. It's a little unlucky there for Upmagic, not picking that drone off. But in any case, now we're going to see Savior here with Mutalisks. Okay, so Charon boosters are up for Upmagic. He's gotten just enough Goliaths to deal with the Mutalisks. But Savior now bringing some Zerglings forward. He could have a timing attack where he could break it, but actually, no, it looks like he is going to go for Hydralisk Den also. So maybe going for Lurkers, or maybe just mass Hydras. I think probably Lurkers are more likely. And here comes the harass from Savior. Gonna try to pick off some of these SCVs. The Charon boosted Goliaths are quite powerful though against Mutas. And Savior might just go for a lot of Hydras actually. They're quite effective against pure Goliaths. Hydra Muta is going to be a powerful combination that's going to be hard for Upmagic to deal with, especially because he's pinned to this one base. We'll see if he goes drop, although probably drop wouldn't make any sense. He's probably going to go Valkyries here. That's my guess. And also the armory definitely is spinning, so he's going to get that +1 attack upgrade for his ground armor. Savior continue with the harass here, picking off a couple more SCVs. Looks like the Valk is going to chase those Mutalisks away. Savior probably is going to build a couple of Scourge. So this is a variation, of course, another variation of what we've been seeing a lot by Terran recently. Terran, with Fantasy, the precise Fantasy build is actually fast Vulture into fast expand, and then getting drops for a Vulture drop, then followed by Valkyrie. So it's definitely even more advanced. And then finally into Valkyrie and Goliaths. Oh, but looks like Savior's going to push away this Valkyrie. He might be able to pick off the Valkyrie here with the Scourge. He has free reign over the mineral lines here. Savior taking a huge advantage in this game right now. Savior's picking off so many SCVs, and I think this is going to really be very hard for Upmagic to come back from. Savior also putting up some sunken colonies as natural. The Goliath push is coming in, but Savior has Hydras out also. Hydras are so good against this kind of force, but Savior now is going to need to pick off that Valkyrie. He's going to be careful